Hello, everybody. As you know, Tiger Woods the top men golfers in the world. Stacey Lewis the top women golfers in the world. And have you heard of those celebrities like them? How could they become the top golfers in the world? How to become a golf gentleman without many high-level skills? Today, I'm going to share with you some basic guidelines to how to do with the qualities which a golf gentleman has to have. I have played golf for more than 4 years, and my father and my two previous coaches have taught me much about the game of golf. And my stroke score is 106 before I came to East Lansing, and it's not really a good score for a professional golfer. However, I still have much of wealth of knowledge, that can share with you. Um, Besides the skills, so because golf has getting more and more popular in recent years, and we can find more professional golfers from more countries like China, Australia, and South Africa. Besides the United States and South Korea, which have largest amount of top golfers in the world. And to become more familiar with golf may be helpful with your career and working in the future. The information I'm giving to you will be an easy way to learn more about golf, and it will be a practical guideline for you to succeed. As a golf gentleman needs the spirits of sports and also wealth of knowledge about the rules. So let's start with the celebrity suggestion about golf. So first of all, there are three necessary spirits of golf, which are including long-suffering, self-control, and honesty. And first of all, be long-suffering. Since when you play golf on the course, you have to spend more than at least 2 hours on the course for 9 holes, at most 3 hours. And it's a long-suffering because you have to work all on the grass, or at most you have a club cards, but not still use. And sometimes it's really hot or cold weather, and you have to keep going, not quit. Absolutely, because that's a spirit of sport. And also, do not stop practicing, even if it's extremely hot or cold weather. Or, it, for example, my personal example, that is, I haven't played the golf during the whole winter. So this spring I started practicing, and I feel some tough process of that. So that's really terrible. So do not stop practicing or playing golf. And also, you have to keep practicing all the time. You may not have enough time to play on the course, but you have to play it on the range, practicing range. And do not give up, especially when you cannot play well on a certain club. And that's my experience, because I cannot play really well with a hybrid, which is like between woods and iron, and so I stopped playing it. And now my hybrid is terrible, and I even don't want to play it. But a few days ago, I have taken a MSU golf class, and they taught me a lot of how to play the hybrids, and now I can play better than before. And also, you have to have self-controlling. To have self-control regards the time management, you have to manage your tea time and practicing time, and which needs to be organized and regulated. Sometimes you may be asked or invited to a friend's party. However, in this case, you have to better remember your tea time or practicing schedule or rules. And you have to manage. Also, you have to manage your event management, organized and regulated. You may be busy doing your own business sometimes, and you don't have enough time to play a tea time. In this case, do not waste much of time on how the schedule works. Just just do your own business first, or otherwise, if even though you play on the course for a short time, you won't have a good time. And third one is to be honest. There is a golf saying which is golf is a test of temper, a trail of honor, and a revealer of character. It offers a chance to play a man and act a gentleman. That's said by the Robert Fogan. Just like he said, please act a gentleman, because golf is a test of temper and honor and character. You have to have to be honest on your scorecards, which is used to score us to record your scores, and so that they will some people will ask you how many your stroke score, and if the less score you have for 9 holes or whole round, which is 18 holes, that means the better techniques uh, techniques or professional you are. And you have also to be honest with your ball position. Maybe as you know, this year Tiger Woods has made a wrong, big, terrible, horrible mistake, which is he moved his ball in the position competition, the national competition, and the mistake was found by an audience after a few weeks. Originally, Tiger Woods can get more than $30 million for that award. However, in this case, he didn't report the mistake or fault, that he moved the ball positions, so that he lost his awards and just also get bad uh, a bad reputation for his life. Uh, it's a uh, it's a bad spot for him, and also the it's really serious. And I would say that if you are definitely confident with your spirits of sports, and which are long-suffering, self-control, and honesty, and you are essentially qualified as a golf amateur. However, this is not enough. Also need uh, you also need a wealth of knowledge about the formal golf rules. A wealth of knowledge of game rules is also necessary for a golfer, gentlemen, and three aspects, three basic aspects of crucial rules for golf gentlemen are including the rules in game, on etiquette, and also on equipment. First of all, you have to obey the game rules on the course, which is firstly is protect the divorce. Um, the divorce is also called grass, and you should always protect the grass and repair it after you after you play after you destroy it. Usually we use the uh, the ball marker, which have two it's like a fork, and to repair the grass, and also you can have a tee to repair it. It's easier and cheaper, and the diverse also includes the sand. You have to use the long fork to uh, go through your ball routes and make the sand looks good. And also, do not jump or run all the time uh, on the course because, as you know, the golf course, the grass is really soft and it's really soft and they are easy to distract. And do not drive golf carts off the path usually because the cars will absolutely heavier than human beings and it's possible to destroy the shape or land from the form of the grass. Also, use the pitch marks on the green. It's protect your professional reputation. And also, when you play the game, you should pay attention to other players. Uh, for other players, uh, for example, you have to always mark your ball. You should know what your ball looks like. Um, they can be identified by the brand, marks, or colors, and so forth. Uh, give other players approximately space and sight. Mm, you should always stay far away from the players who are swinging the clubs because that will hit you. And also, secondly, the golf etiquette are also necessary. Notice and accept other players' suggestions and situations. Golf beginner may play slower plays. In this case, they should let the player behind them play first. I'm sure, if not, the player behind them will be mad. And also, do not touch, step, or stand on other players' ball's putting line on the green. It would affect the route of balls rolling and also justifying the of players, just like I said before. And golfers also need also let the slowest players play first. And also, please pay attention on your next game. Do not be too close with the next group, the players. I will say at least 300 yards because some drivers could hit uh, 217 yards, which is really easy to the other person, the next group players will get hit. And also being a gentleman on course. Some players may ask you to gambling on the course, and your stroke score will be in the competition. They use this to justify you whether you are win or lose. And if you are cheating in the game, you have to submit or report it to the association, or you will be get or the strong penalty would ruin your reputation. And in this, also you do not have. Thirdly, you do not have to have professional equipment, but you have to have a completed equipment. And the basic things in your club bags are clubs, which including driver's iron, wedges, and putters. And you should always have at least a driver or putters because sometimes if you broke one of them, you cannot continue the game. And also you have to have your own balls, and you should know what your balls looks like. And also you have to have a tee. It's used to for a driver, and when you open the ball, you should use your tee to open it. And also, your clothing is really important. all the clothing in the golf game should always uh, longer than your knees, and also shoes. I will show you what golf shoes looks like. That's why I'm talking about this. Um, as you see, this small hands leg is not it's also not only protect the grass but also avoid you to sleep. Yeah, and therefore three aspects of basic rules for a golfer are including the rules on in-game, on etiquette, and also on equipment. Now we have an essentially idea of how to become a golf gentleman. Golf gentleman not only needs the school skills of skill set of golf, but also the spirit of wealth of knowledge, and also uh, I will say that in conclusion, a qualified golf gentleman needs the spirits of sports, including long suffering, self control, and honesty. In addition, a wealth of knowledge uh, of the game rules and etiquette are necessary as well. As a golf gentleman, a skill set is definitely important. However, I think it's more significant that you have the spirit of sports. You might not know much about golf and do not know whether you can play it, but I believe you will learn more. You will be interested in golf, or at least learn more about golf after my speech. So appreciate for your listening. Any questions?